Today, I wanted to talk about Chat GPT and how my industrial auction friends can use it in order to create LinkedIn posts and connections on LinkedIn, but also a whole wide variety of different ways that you can use Chat GPT to your advantage to educate companies about that whole industrial auction process, but also on auction announcements. So let's jump in. I want to share my screen with you. I'm going to go right here and share that. So here we are. This is Chat GPT. You see, it's openai.com. And with Chat GPT, right now, it is free. So anybody can use it. So, please feel free to go and use it as you would like. You go down here to the space bar, and this is where you can type anything you want. So why would companies buy used equipment? One thing I will tell you, because so many people are using this right now and it does get a little overloaded, there are times where we're going to have to sit and wait. But from my research, this one is the best right now. So be patient. So we are waiting for why would companies buy used equipment? So while we wait for that, I can tell you that Chat GPT can be used for an assortment of things. Here it goes. It's about to give us reasons why companies would want to use or buy used equipment. Why this is good is because you can use this information and break it up into different social posts. And you can do a whole step on why you would buy used equipment. So wait, maybe let's try this different. Equipment in an auction. Let's see what it comes up with. So here it goes. It comes out with reasons why companies might buy used equipment in an auction. You can take each one of these bullets and create a separate social post on it. I will warn though, don't just copy and paste this information onto social posts. It's not that. It's not a complete magic bullet. But what it is a great baseline. It is a great way to keep continuity and consistency with your social posts. So in this, you've got 7 different topics you can talk about in a consistent order on why companies would buy equipment in an auction setting. You can go on to even ask it the other side of Now, I know you're saying, Donna, these questions, we know the answers to them. I know you know your stuff. I know you know the industrial auction space, but do you have an outline that you can follow? Does your social media team or your marketing team have that nice outline to follow of what content to get out there? And like I said, these are only baselines, like up here, cost savings, variety, timing. You want to enhance that with your own information that you have in-house. So cost savings, you can mention, hey, we just did an auction. It saved this person, they saved, I don't know, $2,000 on this HPLC machine or whatever it might be. But that's where you make the information specific to your company, specific to your specific piece of equipment that they bought or sold, and for the auctions you handle. Obviously, if you're an auction house that does a lot with food and beverage, put that twist into everything you put out there, because you always want to keep track of your specific target audience. So here we are for Why should we sell our surplus equipment? Again, these are all things you know about cost savings and revenue generation and asset management, tax benefits, environmental responsibility, which that is a big area right now. Companies are trying to figure out ways to be more environmentally conscious. And this is something you can just remind them that that surplus asset that is using up space in your warehouse can go towards your environmental initiatives. So that's ways you can educate people on the auction space. Because I will tell you, there are a lot of manufacturers out there that are not aware of this space or they don't know how to do it. So you could put and this will be interesting. I've never seen this one before. But this is a good piece to put out there because right now, marketing is all about building relationships. You want to build a relationships with your prospects to show that you care about them, show that you truly want them to get the piece of equipment in their facility to make them more efficient and more productive. You don't want to come across as, I just want to sell this. I just want to sell this and I'm going to be gone. No, show that you truly care. So in this case, this might be nice. You could even create this as a 8-step worksheet that you hand out to people. Or it could be a worksheet that you attach to your auction announcement saying, here's our auction announcements, and these are the steps you should follow if you want to place a bid. You know, it's great to get those auction announcements out there, but what if you had that extra added value? What if you added that extra piece that made the person more confident in bidding on the equipment and working with you? So these are ways that you can start making the industrial auction space more familiar to people so that they use it. Another way that you can use it is when you have new pieces of equipment that come up and you can put who I'm trying to think of something that, yeah, don't worry, that sort of stuff happens a lot. So you just wait until it reappears again. Or you know what we'll do? We'll refresh our page. Why this is good to get these definitions, and I know a lot of the guys on the sales side will know what the pieces of equipment are used, but when you pass it to your marketing team, they might need a little bit more information. They're going to need some background information. And so you can put it right into Chat GPT on lateral flow assays. What are they used for? Who uses them? In what industry? That helps when you're trying to find those specific targeted lists that can reach those people. And you want to make sure you're in the right industry. If you're not sending your marketing messages to the right people, it's not going to work. And so you can use this on LinkedIn. You can use this to educate people. Say, we have this great auction coming up, you know, of equipment that's used for lateral flow assays, and you can write in a description about it showing that you know the space, that this equipment is going to help you. The other way that as an auction company, you can use Chat GPT on LinkedIn is with connection letters. Let's say you have a great pharmaceutical processing equipment auction coming up. You want to make connections on LinkedIn, you can say, please create And for someone like me, I know my stuff. I can speak it, but when it comes to writing, it takes me a while to get my thoughts down in one place, but to get my thoughts, but then also have it in a nice grammatical, nice cohesive format. This is saving me time. I give my ideas to Chat GPT and they print it out. So here they put together a note. You're able to put your name, your company name, and then you're able to send them a note on LinkedIn, connecting with them, but also informing them of the auction. What would be a good? And now you have a follow-up note. Think of that. Nothing is one-off anymore. You have to go to the people several times over. So this is where you can send notes out to different pharmaceutical manufacturers on LinkedIn to get them to either buy used equipment or to sell it. And Chat GPT right now can help you do that. It can help give you that body to follow. But like I said, you have to also tweak it so it sounds like you and your company and the auctions that you have coming up. You can also use Chat GPT for creating emails, for creating you can do press releases, but you also can take content that you already have. So what I did recently is I took the description I have for our podcast, I copied it, and then I put it in here and I said, how can we make this sound more professional and robust? And it gave me back a new description. You can also test subject line. You put a colon, and then you would put whatever the subject line might be, or if you had copied a part of your content, you paste it here, but say, I know that's a weak subject line because it's very broad, but you see, it just gives you different ones and then if you don't like that response, you can say regenerate the response. And it gives you different versions, but this also helps you create, maybe you're going to do an A/B test. Maybe you're testing out different subject lines, but this gives it to you all right there. You can put your email messages there. So you can use Chat GPT for a variety of different ways that will help you create your social posts that you might want to put on LinkedIn, to educate people about the industrial auction space, to tell people about upcoming auctions, but also how to connect with different people who might want to buy or sell in the auction space. If you have any questions about this, the Chat GPT and using LinkedIn with it, please feel free to email me at dpeterson@worldinnovators.com. I hope you found this helpful and really go have fun. I would love to hear how you decide to use it. I'm taking a little survey from people like, how do you use it? I have found people who said, oh, you know what? I find this a little robotic or tweaky. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, but use it as a base. I find it to be unbelievable. So talk to you later and have a great day. Bye.